Welcome to the life and times of John Frederick Vaughan, the ultimate husband, father, friend, and companion who left the world better off because he lived and cared. John was born in Bluefield, West Virginia on September 20th, 1923, from the loving parents of Marvin McKinley Vaughan and Marie Louise Warwick. Marvin was a bank president and Marie ran a boarding house in Washington, D.C. John had two siblings, an older brother named Edward and a younger sister named Betty. One of the highlights of his youth was Sea Scouts. He and his troop were stationed out of the Corinthian Yacht Club on the Chesapeake Bay. In their early teens, they mastered seamanship skills and would embark on long sailing excursions throughout the bay. More importantly, his Sea Scout experience would radically change his life forever. But more on that later. John attended Virginia Polytechnic Institute, where he played football, lifeguarded, and was in the ROTC program. World War II broke out during his college career, causing him to volunteer for the Merchant Marines, where he soon earned the rank of bosun, and helped deliver men and cargo all over the world, including Normandy Beach during D-Day. Now back to Sea Scouts. One of his good Sea Scout friends at the time was Henry Nickel. Henry had 8 siblings, 5 sisters and 2 brothers. And on one auspicious day in the late 1930s, Henry brought John home with him. Right then and there, John was done for. At literally first sight, he was slayed by a sparkling-eyed brunette beauty with a mischievous smile. John had no chance. He was down for the count. Her name was Anita Maria Nickel, and she was one of Henry's sisters. After Anita went into the house, John's first words to Henry were, "I'm going to marry that girl someday." And marry her he did, on August 31st, 1944, in Annapolis, Maryland, in the presence of Reverend W.C. Wood, pastor of College Avenue Baptist Church. And that day was the start of an invigorating, thrilling, and loving 74-year adventure and relationship. 2 days later, John shipped back out to sea. At the end of World War II, 2 sons came along pretty quickly, John Frederick Vaughan Jr. and Douglas Lee Vaughan. They were the typical serious, well-behaved kids of the time. A third son, Kevin Eric Vaughan, came along in 1964. John wore many hats during his professional career, including a U.S. government surveyor, cartographer, and manpower consultant. He retired from the government at the young age of 55 in the position of the manpower manager for the Army Communications Command. John did not stay retired long before he became the hiking instructor for the Tucson Park and Recreation Department, and his able-bodied assistant was Anita to back him up. Together, they led thousands of hikes across all the mountain ranges and deserts in Tucson, as well as in Sierra Vista, the Chiricahuas, and the Grand Canyon. His professional hiking career expanded over 20 years, during which he touched the lives of several thousand people by helping them enjoy the natural wonders of southwestern Arizona. In addition, John put in many hours of volunteer work for the Tucson Community Food Bank, the Old Pueblo Square Dance Association, the Udall Senior Club, and activities at St. Paul United Methodist Church. Here is a shot of him making it to the top of Mount Whitney at the age of 76 with his son Doug. Some of us know this man as Dad, others as John, and one of us knows him as her husband and lifelong companion. But whatever we knew him as, I believe we all share in collectively wishing him enjoyment on the other side and thanking him for making our lives the better.